Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
So, fun fact. If you say this, you'll just die. I plan to take on the whole camp. So I'll just be a good boy for now.
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
At least he's not bored.
What do you do all day?
I make sure no one gets in if Gomez don't want them to. So don't make trouble when you're inside or you won't be going nowhere.
Alright, affirmative. So don't worry, I'm not going to talk to everyone, it's just I kind of want to show the atmosphere.
Hang on.
Alright, these are our guards, yeah. Hello, Grim.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
Newcomer.
What's life like here?
Easy going. As long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
God knows what that was. So, Diego's right here, let's just talk to him. Alright.
Take care.
I guess since we talked to him... Oh, I thought I really already want to talk to Thoris, so let's change the route a bit. So, here's Grevo.
How are
It's
you
an
doing?
old miner, I believe.
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems.
Indeed,
If you get
he
into
does.
trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
A clever guy.
Could you tell me which of the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You want to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards. And that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
Right, thank you. So we'll use this pan to fry up some meat. Hopefully this still works. Now we have grilled meat. Good. So let's just go around. There are many quests, like the one for Whistler.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh?
Yeah.
If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
Hey. Let's see.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
Yeah, why?
We had a little argument.
If you can call it that.
And that's all you need to know.
I like Whistler. He's sort of a side character, but he's really cool.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go.
Okay. So this is a fairly easy quest. Oops. Okay. How you doing, by the way? Everything okay? Yes, Nicky boy. Oh boy. You do have a voice, do you?
Have you got
Well,
Okay.
I'm sure that I can satisfy
Scared me a
you.
little bit. Alright, so he says decent, you know, things. Yeah, sure.
I'd like to buy a sword, but
I have one you'll like. That'll be one.
Maybe later.
maybe later.
So you can see how Fisk is like, oh, someone else wants the sword. Okay, let's increase the price. So I just love this because it's, you know, close to realism.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
Not very
I thought you
trusting.
wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
So this way, we don't have to pay anything. We'll get experience and a favor from Whistler. So let's keep going. Out of the rain. Hello, Fisk. Like to buy a sword.
I have one you'll like. That'll be one.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
So even though, like, yes, I could use the sword, I don't think I have enough strength, but I could potentially use it, and it's a good sword. But as I said, experience is so important in this game that it's better, even though I don't, you know, I don't know if I want to join the old camp. But it's worth finishing the quest and getting the experience.
I have
Got
your
your
sword.
sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Thank you, Whistler. So that's, you know, killing monsters is all good and stuff, but 200 experience for essentially doing nothing, just a small little errand. Yeah, that's pretty good. Ah, yeah, the guy who always pisses in the
The
bush.
sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And what is the right
And which
path?
is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper.
Bad idea.
So far, he's just talked to us in visions. But now, it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away, in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar.
Templars are pretty cool.
Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our Brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
So the interesting thing here is, like, we know that for 5 years Iberian knows about Sleeper, but we don't really know how long the barrier has been established, you know. We know that Zardas and other characters that we'll meet much later on, and the mages overall, you know, they were there. They made the barrier, so it can't be more than like, I don't know, 50 years. But we don't really know for how long it was. What did the sleeper tell you?
What did the sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need.
Oh yeah.
And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
Yeah, the magic of the sleeper is interesting. You would expect it to be like, you know, really damaging or something if you know what sleeper really is, but
Tell me about
somehow
the magic
it's
of the sleeper.
pacifistic.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
Alright. And there's Dexter. Yep.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
So essentially, yo, you want drugs?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
Yeah, relaxing. Sure, buddy.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
I hate this quest.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself.
Yep,
But
bye.
nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't. I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Let's try
Maybe
it.
I'll have to pay for the recipe.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Or as an advance payment.
Forget it.
Oh god, I don't remember. Yellow.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
Oh god, I don't know how much I can pressure him. Yellow, right?
No, I want to see.
There's enough other newcomers.
Sure.
Okay, I'll. Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Let me just
Show me your goods.
I got the best stuff here.
Yeah, I doubt it, but sure. So you have map of the colony. Oh wow, it's new textured. I love that. So yeah, just a bit of stuff from here and there. We don't have money anyway, so. So right now, my what I'm trying to do is get most of the quests, or at least the ones that I know I can fairly easily finish.
Hey, newcomer.
Yay.
I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
So yeah, this guy essentially he's he buys everything people steal and then just resells it. So like random mags and plates. Yeah, he has little to nothing that we'd be interested in. But he is fairly important. And now we finally get to our home. And I do not mean this place, I'm just looking for the little meat bugs. This is our home. This is my crib. Oh god, it's locked? I don't remember the... let's just sleep. Thankfully, you can't be... You know, people can't steal your stuff while you're sleeping. So at least one thing is fairly fine. We should have, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we have one pick lock or lockpick. Alright, let's just save it up. And yes, I will save. Because this is modded, I have, I don't know, like 6 mods or something, even more. So I need to make sure that... Oh, fuck. Okay, let's reload quickly. Used to nothing. Everything's fine. Maybe... God, okay. Sometimes you can like guess it. Or just feel it. Okay, right, left, maybe... left? And right? Oh, right. I swear I'm not gonna do this too often. I kind of want to see... I don't remember what's inside. A pickaxe, some meat and potion. Okay, well that wasn't worth it at all. But yeah, it's okay. Let's keep going through the camp. Let's grab some more quests. There should be a box here with nothing in it. Oops. But we do want to kill these. So now we are coming to the arena. There are, you can see sort of a Templar. It's interesting, he is Gor, which usually means like Gorna is, you know, the master of fight. Like a sword master, Templar sword master, but he is, I don't know, he's a bit of an old fellow, but he's strong. I don't think I'm gonna talk to them yet. I might talk to Scatty though. He'll want us to win a tournament, I believe, to just win against anyone.
What's your
Let's see
job
what
here?
he has.
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flanked. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp, but business is business.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
So we can learn this, because we do have 10 skill points. We don't have the ore, but eventually we can. And it might be worth it, but I don't know if I want to spec into one-handed or two-handed sword combat, so we'll take some time.
I want to join the camp. Can you help
deciding?
me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all 3 camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
So the funny thing is, you can challenge any of these 3. Kirgo is fairly easy to kill, or rather to defeat. But these 2 are really hard, especially Karim. He has really good armor. And depending on who you challenge and defeat, so does his response change. So I love that. Let's go to stuff actually. Or snuff rather, sorry. Hello, bud. How you doing?
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here.
Surprisingly.
Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
You want me to throw up? Yeah, let's go. It sounds good.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Yeah, deserted.
Where can I
sure.
find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Nick. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Okay, we don't want to talk to that guy, and let's just dig us. Alright. So, let's see. What quest do we have? Let's see, what is it? N? Yeah. So, we know that Neck disappeared. We want to gather the things. And yeah, okay. Let's just talk to this shadow. Just, oh, fingers, it's not Sly, right?
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
So that's about it. So the best thing is to learn lockpicking, like opening locks. Let's go through this area. There's a guard and someone else, I believe. Can I take this? I don't remember. Okay, can. Good. Oh boy. Yeah, pathing is a little off from a guy. Hey, from time to time. Hello.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
That's
what
the
if two
problem.
people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard...
I like it here.
Oops, that's the same thing, sorry. What about the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
He knows surprisingly a lot.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Thank you, guy. I believe this is the one. So it's a surprisingly nice one. You have two chests, you know, a bed that actually looks really comfy. So, are these locked? Nope. Nothing in this one. And the other one. Nothing in this one, that's fine. Okay. So now we have two places where you can sleep. Now we need to talk to this guy, Fletcher.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
The best guy ever.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
I love how despised and unhappy he is.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
It's a...
Yeah?
No news.
Keep me... Let me pass.
Yeah, you can go. Alright, and there should be... Oh yeah. Target terminal, yeah.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Come back when you really need something and don't...
Sorry.
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
So it costs 40. Okay. There's no reason to buy any of the other ones. Just buy the raw steel. Because you can fairly easily just get it working. That's just generic. advice. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Move your ass! Get in or get out! I don't care! Just as long as you get out of my sight!
Cool guys. Good talk, good talk.